Welcome back, Wastelanders, to the next episode of Pipes. Water. Here in Vault 88, where we are working and making and doing. And that's not going to help me. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to be putting some lights in some places. I can make them work. Yeah, it's not too bad. So this is the little doer here that I had in mind when I was thinking of doing lighting a little differently. But there we go. First wants to give us some trouble and going into place. Inspired by that dude right there. Yeah. So there we go. So we're just gonna throw a whole bunch of these in here. Right quick we can. First we want to make them look good. But so far they're being very problematic because they pretty much want to go onto walls. So maybe we aren't going to use these after all. That's a shame. They're pretty cool. Yeah, so I don't really know what to do for lighting to light up all the walkways here. There's definitely a nice selection of lights to choose from between all the mods, but nothing really seems to work because we have all this open cave space. So, whatever. Okay, let's look into some stuff here. Melted water, yeah. We're going to start filling in some of this space as well. Hopefully without interfering. Yes, we're good. I'm just going to throw a bunch of random whatevers. Big old tanks and whatnot. Things make so much noise though. Huh. I mean, whatever. As long as they're percolating and doing their thing, who cares, right? Right. Yeah, we'll just throw a bunch of stuff in here just so we can finish this all off and move on. Oh, jeez. I don't like that one. That was kind of cool until I saw the thing there. Ooh. We're going to place some connectors. Nice. That tank's giving that tank the business. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Look at the size of that thing. That's too big. Oh. Stick this in here somewhere. In between, like that. We're just filling in as much space as we can without making it look too full. I think we got it. Yeah. Well, that tank's connected to that tank. The tank's got a valve. Maybe we should... Let's see. That one goes into the ground. Yeah, we're gonna need some sort of space to walk down here. Let's see. Let's turn our highlighting back on. Oh, as I feel a sneeze coming on. I think... Oh, jeez. Oh, I hate that. Get that tickle in your nose. I apologize for making all that noise as well. I think it's passing. Good, good. Okay. We're gonna need... No. Okay. Be gone. There we go. We're gonna need some stairs. Get down. Perfect. Now we can actually get down there to deal with these things, to service them, whatever. I think we'll do the same thing here. Let's get a set of stairs ready. And I'll put that guy. What are you doing? Oh, because I have surface snapping. There we go. I'll put that one there. That way we can get to that. Yeah, so I get stuck behind the railing again. Perfecto. Okay. And I was thinking about this guy. I think we can just leave that as is. This one here. Maybe we're gonna boot this guy up a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. I like that much better. Perfect. Cool. All right. We are, I think, done in the water room. It sounded like a creature growling for a second there. Alrighty. Let's see. We're going to go into here. Power, lights, ceiling lights. And turn our surface snapping back on. And yeah, put a couple of lights in here. We get stuck again. So, off screen, I did a few things and I was looking around in the uranium mine, and those darn mole rats are back again. Yeah. We're about to head in there and find out. Plow through that door. See? I killed them and they keep coming back. Like that. It's not the only one. As soon as we get through here, there's going to be a whole bunch. I can hear them. Yeah, like that guy. Yeah. And I don't know why. They keep coming back. Even took away their spawn points and everything. That one's a dead one. That one's a dead one. But, yeah, the others just keep showing up. So to make life a little easier for me, we're going to set up some security. And hopefully they can just keep taking these guys out as they keep respawning. Let's clean up our mess here real quick. So when I say security, we're just going to create some USO guys. We're going to go into NPCs, guards, and we're going to find them. The railroad, the institutes. We're going to put them in some power armor so they can exactly look beastly and protect us from the protect themselves from the radiation. And there we go. Alright, now we've done that, let's clean up these other dead guys. We'll put more of those guys in here too throughout the area. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be working in here today. Still don't know what I'm doing, but I do have some ideas. But right now we're just going to kind of zip through, make sure that all the mole rats are gone, which it seems like they are. That's fantastical. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I just randomly threw a bunch of stuff in here. Alright, let's see. Go back into USO decoration. We're going to see what we have. Try and get some stuff in here. Because I know I have some access to some cool stuff for the Institute. But I just got to find it. Looking at here. Maybe under SOE Institute. So we can start getting some more of a Institute theme and feel in here. These are the guys I'm looking for. Specifically that guy. I thought they had bottoms with wheels. Are we missing that? Apparently. On both of them. That's kind of strange. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to do that, but maybe they fly. We're going to make them fly. There we go. We're going to find some place to stick this, though. Let's see. No, we're going to get rid of that guy. We're going to take this one, turn off our surface snapping. There we go. I'm going to put this guy right like that. You can hover just a little bit above the ground. Maybe he's digging over here. Nice. Alright, now, what can we do to create the effect that he's hovering? We have maybe CBC decorations effects. Let's see, we got some smoke, some mist, some creepy though. Let's see. Ghouls and smoky cockroaches. Not quite what I'm thinking. Yeah. Not really feeling it. Let's check the home wrecker. There's some stuff in here as well. Oh no. Where is it? I know there's other... Maybe it was back in... Hang on. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, SOE. Electronics. Clutter. Effects. We got fire. We got smoke. Sparks. Let's see, we want... Ooh. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Kind of neat. We're gonna go with the original one that I said, "Ooh yeah," for. I can find it again. Yeah, that guy. Okay. Boom. Put another one right there. Nice. Now it's floating. And we gotta do something about that light on top. We can't be having that. It's not doing anything. We need lights. Am I in the wrong spot? No. Must be in the wrong spot. I thought we had... Oh. In here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm gonna override that guy. Oh yeah! Just to let you know that he's hovering and working. Nice. Okay. Now, we are also gonna need... I think I'm gonna use, yeah, from here. Decorations... Construction related, that might not be so bad. Wheelbarrow. I know it's not exactly a high-tech wheelbarrow, but it is what it is. It's what we got. I know there's wheelbarrows and other ones. I just cannot think for the life of me where. Ugh. Little itty-bitty rock. I'm going to try and throw some of these glowing rocks in there. Make it look like we're doing something. But they're all gigantic. Let's see if we can find a pebble. Not that, obviously. Oh man, they're all big. And I know I could probably shrink a size one, but didn't really want to do all that. So, we're going to try a hack that I did, I think the last time I built in here. We're actually going to use some regular rocks and put some green light on it ourselves. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to come into nature and rocks. Turn off our highlights so we can actually pick a nice looking one. Let's see. I like that one. We're still going to have to shrink a size of it, though. We're going to take that guy. Perfect. Stick him there. And we'll take another one that looks kind of like that one. Okay. I guess we'll take that one. And shrink and dink that guy as well. Turn off our surface snapping so we can get these in here the way we want. Oops, didn't realize that one was sticking out so much. Let's shrink that one a little bit more perfect. And we don't have to worry about like filling in every last little gap. We're just throwing these in here to make it look like we got some rocks in our musket. Okay. Let's take that guy. Throw that one in there like so. Oh geez, I didn't realize that was sticking out so much. Man, oh man, I'm not doing so well. There we go. That looks much better. We'll make a puzzle out of this, because these actually kind of look like they sort of fit together, so we'll just throw that in there like that. I'll put that guy there. That. Now we got some rocks. Now, we're going to go into power. So E, light source. Non-shadow omni. Small and dim. There we go. So now if I turn that off, now it looks like they're glowing green. Apparently strong enough to go through the whole thing there. But it is what it is. You know, we got it. Unfortunately, there's no, like, dudes with pickaxes and stuff like that. That would actually be really cool if we had something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and do another quick survey. Or our first survey of the video. Alright. Now, we're going to stick another couple of guards in here or something. Let's see. NPC guards. Get through all these guys. Go right to... Let's do corset power armor. Okay, so those are the only two choices we have. And... Can't see them. I hate that when that happens. So we're just going to stick this guy right there. He's just kind of chilling in the corner. And maybe this guy is over here working. There you go. You can be right in the midst of it. There we go. That works. Alright. I'm thinking we don't really need this. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. We're just going to line that up with that. That's all we need. Just a way to get up there. All those dudes are working and doing their stuff. Okay, we need more decorations. We want, I think, WDP. Maybe some garage stuff. Let's turn on our surface snapping again. Maybe this, we got a diagnostic tool. Why not? Shelf full of some stuff. Maybe they need it for this or that. Who knows? I'm just throwing it all in here. Just to make it look like something's actually going on. And in that case, too, I'm going to throw in some workbenches, I think. Let's do a chemistry station, maybe. Put that, like, there. Kind of neat looking, too. Put that one there. That's the front there. I don't know. I never use those, so I don't know. No cooking. No, we don't want to be doing that. Paint mixing? Not really. Power armor station might be a good idea. Repair something. We'll put it right here by this dude. Whoops. Of course, not in the rocks. No, no soda mixing. Bench 2. Nice. What? Oh, he fell. He got hurt. Or he's taking a break. I don't know. Maybe he's dying from the radiation exposure. Who knows? Not my problem, dude. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I don't know if they're monorail, industrial, mega loaders. Oh, it's kind of institute-y looking. Maybe we can just build our own. You got all the white parts, but was there a white part for the bottom, though? Look. I always say yellow. I don't remember if there was white. Oh, there isn't! How lame-o is that? Alright. This one doesn't float. And it just sinks into the ground, apparently, too. Alright. We'll just throw this guy in here. I have no idea if that's facing the right way. And there we go. You could actually rotate these two if you're not happy. Just do that. But maybe we'll do that for now, and then we'll put some other parts on it. Cage. Heck yeah, we want a cage. We have glass too. Need some mirrors. You can see behind us. We have some non-broken glass. There we go. Perfect. Slap some of these bad boys on there. Excelente. I think we're gonna have to back it up because we're gonna be right in the middle of it. Once we put the busket on. Pretty close. Alright, we're gonna need, yeah, some hydraulics. there. And so we got different buskets here. What else we got? All kinds of good stuff. We don't want that. We just want this. All right, let's try to... Whoa. Oh, okay, I see. I thought it was taking a rock with it. Let's put that guy right there. Nice. Yeah, that kind of bugs me that that's not white. I don't like that. I mean, we could just take this away. Whoop, and make this another floater. And he actually is kind of sitting a little high. Let's pick him up and try again. Get him right to the ground. Perfect. Yeah, we'll give this guy the same treatment. We'll make this another floater, apparently. Because I don't like the yellow part there. Just not jiving. We don't want that. We want lights. Floor lights. We can give him a red light, too. This is the red light district, apparently. Drop that down there. Boom. Stay away while I'm working. And that was under SOE, I believe. Yes. Fix. Sparkles. Hovering. And we're hovering. Get this guy an extra one. What? How did that happen? It's been there. There we go. Cool. Okay, what else do we have? Institute. All kinds of pipes. All this kind of stuff. The other stuff is all going to go into the science lab. Oh, look at that. That is basically the same exact one. Yeah, except we can just build our own, so we can put these in whatever positions we want. So we'll do that. Okay, what else we got? I thought there was need some like ventilation or something. Fly back this way. Oh, I did put some venting in. Oh, more vents. Right, dude. Right. Because we need all the help we can get. We'll just throw a bunch of this stuff in here. Who cares? Makes it look instituty. Insta-patooty. Of course, that's not even touching the wall there. That's a little better. Yeah, there we go. That works. What else was there? Electronics. We don't want that. We need something. What was I doing over here? I don't know. That's weird. Whoa. Let's see. Nah. No, that's mouse and keyboard and the globe. We don't need that kind of stuff. Let's see. Console towers. Oh, we're back to all these things again. Okay, I don't know. Moving on. Alright. Let's see. We got a digger up there, a digger down here. That's an awfully straight wall. Interesting. And I guess we'll build another digger or two down here. So let's go for it. Back in the hot punch. Industrial. And let's see. I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning. We're gonna put this one in like that position. Stick that there. Put that there. We'll build it backwards since we've already got it going on. That's in the up position. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna move this guy already. This one like that. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okie dokie. Oh. We're gonna need the glass, but we're not ready for that yet. We're gonna need some mirrors too. Cage. And there we go. That in place. And that's all we need. Okay. So let's get the cage on. Glass on. And you know what? I'm gonna put the red light on, but we got some headlights here. We're gonna see if we can get some light action out of those bad boys. And we're gonna use... Where am I going? Yeah. Same thing. First things first. We can get our little red light again. That's weird. Getting completely cut off by the thing there. Whatever. That's fine. So, yes, we're going to go back into here. We're going to go into light sources, and we're going to go to non-shadow spotlight. And... wow, really? The thing's only going to give off, like, that much light? Okay. So let's do... large, narrow, bright. There we go. Put some light coming off of that guy. So, no, let's move that down. Makes a little more sense. There we go. Makes it look like we got some headlights going on. Of course, now it doesn't look like these lights are glowing, but, you know, whatever. It's doing its thing. This way we can actually see where we're digging. I mean, we could try to turn that around. And no, that's not going to work. Yeah, it's going to light up too much of the thing in there. I wish I could stick a person in there, too. We could try it. It's not going to work, but whatever. We're going to stick this guy in there. Nice! Look at that. Champ. Guarantee he's not going to stay, though. I know that's going to fall apart on us, but whatever. Okay. No, we don't want that. We want sparks. Perfecto. Put that guy there. And there. Over here towards the front, too. Did he, like, disappear already? Yeah, he did. He's in there somewhere. Oh, he fell down, went boom. Whatever. So, another thing we could do, too, is we can go back to the light sources. Ooh. Small bright. No, that's not gonna work. I think it's all the same. It's little dots. So, I'm gonna go back into non-shadow omni, small dim, put some blue light down here so it actually looks like it's doing something. Nice. Let's go do the same thing for these guys. Zoop. But you never thought you'd see hover megaloaders, did ya? Did ya? Nice. How cool is that? I suppose I could try to stick some stuff in here to make them sound like they're running. And, let's see, how's this guy doing? No, he's still hurting. Whatever. Okay, let's do another Save. Overwrite that guy. So, in order to do that, we're gonna get ourselves a generator. Nothing like that. Let's see. That one doesn't make any noise. It doesn't seem like any of those do. We're gonna move on. And let's see. Definitely not those. Not bad. Make any noise. I mean, it's kind of cool with the crackle, but not quite what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's kind of similar. Very quiet, though. Okay. We're going to move on. We'll check Homemaker. Yeah. Onward. I know there's one that's got like the perfect sound. I think it's one of these guys. Kind of like that one. Alright, we're gonna just use this guy. I'm just gonna make it nice and small. That totally changed sound. Right? I'm not crazy there. Oh, I see when you get close to it. Okay. See, I like the humming that you hear from a distance. Alright. Let's go back to, I think, Homemaker. Maybe not. Wasn't it? Oh, no. Okay. I think it was this guy. Okay. Luckily the sound doesn't shrink with it. Look at that little compact generator. Nice. I like it. Onward. Let's make another one. %. But technically, I mean, that could be what they're running off of. Nice. Sure. There we go. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, I guess. I don't know. This is kind of the same idea of what I do with my trucks to make my trucks sound like they're actually doing something. So, you know what? Here, dude. Can we get to him? Nope, he's stuck in there. I was going to try to free him. Maybe we can get him this way. Urgh. No, it won't let me grab onto him. Whatever. Get in there. Stay in there. Nice. I like it. I keep saying nice, I'm sorry. It's one of those words I'm stuck on recently. Okay. I think we got a nice little thing going on here. That was not intended. I was trying to think of doing some sort of conveyor system. I think I started doing that in one of the previous episodes when we first started this. Maybe we can sort of build something that leads up to here, and we can move some of this stuff around. Maybe we can take this and, you know, just shove this over in the corner or something. Like so. It does kind of mess with our lighting right there, because the glow apparently doesn't go with the rocks. Whatever. Okay. Generator. Blah. Okay. Perfect. Going the right direction. Turn on our surface snapping. Now we need... Probably doesn't go up. Yeah, that probably goes down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use one of those lift thingamabobbers. Because they just, yeah, one of these dudes here. Okay. Yep, comes out of there. Now we need one that goes from up to down. Which seems kind of counterproductive, but that's just the way this whole thing was designed. Of course, they won't match up, so we'll have to do, yeah, something like this. Turn off our surface snapping. There we go. guy. We can get a little more clearance, y'all. With another basic doer. Of course, that would help if we lined that up. Oof. Oof. I think I might take that out of there. We'll just throw a bunch of these in place. Oh, geez. We're getting too far. Do have an idea, though. Maybe we don't want to do all this. Maybe we do want that little hopper collector. We're going to take... We're going to move stuff. Turn our surface snapping back on. Just move all this for the moment. There we go. Ooh, gotta be careful. Alright, let's move this guy into position first. How does that look? Actually. Hang on. I hardly ever use this stuff, so... Let's get you... Oh, right about there, I think. Okay. And then we'll take that. Center that. Put that there. For now. And then we're going to put another... Oh. They have... Nope, they don't have what I'm looking for. Let's see. No, I don't want that either. Okay. So now we're going to go back into this guy. Perfect. We're going to make it look like it's getting put in there, goes up there, gets all... Oh, geez, that's into the ceiling. Gets all crunchied, falls down here, comes down this way. Sure. Just bear with me a second, I'm just playing something here. Nope. I'm gonna say we need like some sort of collection bin. There, not there. We'll get some lighting in here, don't worry. It's sticking out a little bit too much. We can get like, yeah, a corner. No, I don't want to. Really? Why do they all want to go that way? What the heck? That's not cool. Why couldn't we have it come from the other side? Why is it all going to go that way? I suppose I could do something like that. I'll leave that space open a bit more. Yeah, let's turn our highlighting back on so we can actually see what we're doing. Alright. So I was thinking of moving some stuff, but it's awfully big. We're gonna move this guy too. You know what? I'm gonna put you over here with your friends. That. Perfect. It gives us more space here to work. Same thing with this dude. Let's put you right up over in. Excellent. Okay. We need some lighting Let's see. Power lights. What do we have for floor lights? Ooh. Not bad. I like it. Very industrial. Alright, I might have to build my own container to house all this stuff. Let's see. I mean, I could just stick a bathtub in there, but that's not exactly high-tech. Oh yeah, here's my other wheelbarrows. Yeah, we're just gonna stick them here randomly. Why not? Nah, not feeling anything. What else we got? Oh, we can stick a cart here. Put that there for now. Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Right there. Oh, jeez. You're not tall enough. Or so you're too tall. We do something like that. Turn off our surface snapping. Maybe we're just going to pretend that this cart doesn't have any wheels to it. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to throw some rocks in there. Back into here. Rocks. Get that guy. Make him really tiny. Let's boot that up at least one more. Perfect. That guy there. Not that one, not that one. That guy. Why not? 30, 20. Whoa! A little guy. Leave that one kinda. We really want these to be like small. 20%. Alright, we'll start with that. That's good enough. We don't want this thing to be super full. Nice. I know, I said that like another time. Another 100 freaking times. Alright, we got some manufacturing going on here. You know what? We're actually going to take one of these and we're going to shrink-a-dink it. After all, we're going to take, have any that are like a lump? It's a ceiling one. Just need like... maybe something like that. Yeah, let's take this guy. I'm just gonna shrinky-dink this one. We're just gonna stick it here so it looks like, you know, this is our pile that's got to go on there. Get that just right, just like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll throw another guy here. NPCs. Oops, guards. He's in charge here. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Got some uranium going in there. Starting out big, getting broken down into little bits. Got that dude over there. That thing hovering right there. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Wrong button. Whoa! That was weird. Never seen that before. Can we do that again? Apparently not. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of another game, and that was the run button for that game. So, he's still hurting. You alright, dude? Guess not. Alrighty. That is going to do it for this episode. Had a lot of fun finally getting some stuff in here, and I think we're officially done with this room, so we're going to be headed on back to the park. In the next episode, we're going to finish up doing some decorating in the first part of the park, and then from there, we're going to start doing the other... anyway, start doing the other section, the new section. And yeah, at some point, maybe I'll put some lights in here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I still got to do that other tunnel, too. Then, got to figure out maybe some more stuff for here. We're getting more people, too. So that's good.
I don't think we met yet. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity.
You are welcome.
Whatever you need. Just say the word.
Nice. Actually,
I'd like to trade some items.
give you some Institute clothes, maybe. I think I still have some with me. Over here. Weapons, apparel. We got hazmat suits. Synth stuff. Oh! No, I don't. We'll have to make some. Alright. But anyway, yeah, we got some new people coming in. And there's also, which way is it? I think it's... Oh, I did it again. Hit that button again. I think it's this way. Yeah, where the farm is, maybe? I don't know. I want to show you guys something really quick, really funny. I did put this here. Move that. Yeah! We got another person in here that's just taking care of this tiny little crop section.
You should know. People have been complaining a bit about
Yeah, shut up about the beds, I know. Maybe I'll do beds. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be the science wing, which is then going to lead to the food wing, and she's just kind of chilling over there. She just showed up and started doing her own thing. So yeah, we're getting more settlers in here, more Institute folk. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, that is officially finally going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.